straight for life.
I know a lady that started off at Domino's. I know one of my homegirls started off at Domino's. She now owns 11 Domino's.
Hello.
Potential.
So
hello.
What do you say
we
to that?
all start somewhere.
What do you
Mike?
say to that? She started off as just some cut girl, you know what I'm saying, cutting pieces and putting them in the box. Now she on 11 of them.
I mean, we hear all of these Aesop fables. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be somebody out there. This person owns this, that, and the other. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not dating nobody with potential. At a certain point, at a certain age,
So
some
what does
things
she
you
do?
should have.
What does a 35-year-old that you found, how did you meet her?
I met her through a mutual friend. She actually slid in my DM. See, I don't ever really have to approach. The Lord blessed me with these
Are
looks.
you a Virgo?
I'm actually an Aquarius.
Oh,
A Virgo, excuse you?
Oh, these male Virgos are something else.
Okay, don't you say
So she slid in my DM. I hope she's listening. So she slid in my DM and kind of wanted to do some stuff. And actually, when we first went out, the first couple times, the dates was horrible. We was like, oh my God, but it was just something about it that made me want to keep going out with her.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. Because all relationships is rocky. We've been off and on for 4 years. So relationships are rocky.
For 4
Oh,
years.
okay.
Off and on.
So-
But hold on, let me finish. So, of course, there's a lot of things
These
that she
dropped
did.
over here, so you
No,
can't.
I'm being transparent. But when I met her, she was a nurse already. So she wasn't working at Aldi. She wasn't a Walmart reader. I mean, definitely.
You know all these make good money, right? Why you keep saying it?
Everybody do now.
It ain't making more than an RN.
That was minimum now.
It ain't making more than an RN. A master's level RN. It ain't making more than that.
The thing is, you got to start somewhere.
You
know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere.
Clearly,
And I'm not arguing that.
Clearly.
I'm not arguing I start somewhere.
4 years.
But if you meet me, if I'm meeting you, you got to have something for me to talk to you.
Clearly,
I'm not
4
hearing on the
years
computer
in the
speaking.
game.
But he's not telling the truth.
4
Okay,
years.
Let's
he
have a
was
real
dating her
conversation. We're
on
about to
and
go
off.
off the air soon.
Hold on.
Yeah.
4 years he was dating her on and off.
Yeah.
Right?
What was
On
he
and
doing
off.
in them 4 years?
On and off. Clearly, you didn't have your stuff together. Because you was there. She was in school for getting her RN.
No, she was already RN.
Okay,
She was already- I told her I don't do potential. She was there already.
So she was there already.
She was there already.
But clearly, that wasn't enough for you, right?
No, that wasn't. No,
Because whatever
she
she
was
had
cool.
going on, you wasn't satisfied because you was on and off, sir. And it didn't happen until you lost both of your parents and you realized that this is the woman that stood by my side, regardless of our on and off, that hot and cold. Sir, come on now.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even say
looking
that.
at people for who they
I wouldn't
are.
even say that. I think it was always that. I think sometimes when things happen in your life, things become a little bit more clear. I was like, man, I'm not saying I always doubted it, but
Obviously, you
But what if
doubted
it was
that
a
because
woman
it was
doing
on
the same
and off.
thing that worked at Aldi's or McDonald's, and she did the same exact thing that this one did?
I guess I would never know because I'm not talking to nobody that work at Aldi's.
So that's the first thing you do is go ask somebody what you do
At
for a
this
living?
age that we are in, man, we should not be talking
Superficial.
Very much so.
to people working at Burger King and I mean, come on. Hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. But all they're going to do is leave you heartbroken with receipts. Because all they're going to do is get what they're going to get up out of you and move around. You got dudes in their 40s and 50 years old robbing Peter to pay Paul that's undereducated and underemployed. And, man, you are setting yourself up for letdown. For letdown. You got to be real with yourself. And I say this, too. Even when it comes to kids, that's why I be so hard on my son. Because sometimes, I say this for some women, not all women, lazy, do chores, be more self-sufficient. They just the type of man that they want. But when they have a son, they cook, clean, pick up after them. They do every little thing for them. So these young men become lazy. So then when they grow up, they become young men. Their mama been picking up, cleaning up, doing everything from up on them. So when they get with a woman, and they're not doing these things, man, you lazy, walk the bell, and then the mother don't even want a man like that. Well, these women don't want a man that's not going to pick up, clean up out themselves, do yard work and work. They don't want that, but they raise their men, their sons,
But you
to
was
be
the
like
same
that.
one that
What
said you
women?
can raise a girl to be a woman.
What women you messing with?
Now, one thing I didn't say that, I said, my ex-wife do help out, not raising us. There's some things I could definitely give her, but my ex-wife do drop some gems there in there. But I believe a man can raise his daughter, but my ex-wife do drop gems in there. I did say that. You can run it back. I did say that.
In the back.
Right.
Well, over here, we're not raising no lazy men. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
See, again, you always going to have that anomaly somebody's not doing this.
We-
But it happens.
It definitely.
Wash
happens.
just shook his head in agreement.
It
No, he didn't.
definitely.
He just
it
had you talking. He shook his head
happens.
about teaching.
It definitely happens.
Keep on
And
talking.
I've seen it, and I'll be like, okay, so
I
you
know.
letting your kids just not do anything. And that's the kids as a whole, girls and boys. Some women, they could, because that nurturing spirit of theirs, they're gonna, I ain't washing my kids' clothes. I start washing their clothes when they turn 7 because I'm gonna show you how to use this
So
washing
do
machine.
he teach
and dryer.
his son not to date somebody if his son was in high school and she worked at McDonald's? Is there a problem? They're young.
Yeah, they're kids. Again, see, when we're eager to speak, we're not listening. I said for me, when we're at a certain age, there are some things that's just non-negotiable.
So at your age of 42.
42.
What's your non-negotiables?
Ain't no woman gonna come up to me talking about someone, and she 40-some years old. Well, you're right now. I'm in nursing school. I'm right now doing some CNA work. I'm about to be an LPN. No, I mean that's cool, but you can't do that with me. I'm not knocking it, but you can't do that with me at this
Things
age.
could have happened in her life,
And
you
that's
saying
cool.
no.
And that's
you
cool.
saying no.
And that's cool. And it's not for me.
And if that's his choice, that's his choice. I mean, you can't
Absolutely.
nobody argue that. Can't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to have their opinion and they're entitled to it. I get what you're saying, and that's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem that I have is that you're generalizing. You know what I'm saying? You make it about almost
No, he's full of
everybody.
it. That's what it is.
Hey, look, I'm trying to be politically correct because I've been told too many times that I like to speak my mind too much. So I'm
He
just trying
does.
to be,
He does.
I'm trying to be as PC as possible. So what I'm saying is, though, again, you say, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, but then you generalize women and say, y'all do this. And how fair is that to say, okay, hey, look, I can place this nice little box around me, but everybody else goes into the same arena. That
He
don't
done
make no
dated a lot of
sense in the world.
strippers. He talking about, but I won't marry him.
Again, hey, that's your choice. Ain't nobody mad at that.
Right.
Ain't nobody mad at that. That's fine. If that's what you want, knock yourself out. But what I'm saying is, you can't say, hey, well, everybody else is bogus as hell, but I'm okay for living in this little corner. You can't do that. That's not all right. That's not all right, and that never has been all right as far as I'm concerned. Again, everybody got their own opinion. 8 billion of people on the planet, and I'm just one of them. Y'all know that. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. And again, I'm speaking the opinions of Deion Washington, and I reflect that.
Thank
content-
you. I told him he
Now y'all know. Now y'all know.
That's cute.
Now,
That's
let
cute.
me grab Mike over here. First of all, before, you have dated strippers. You have dated other women, but you come on the show
I
and
dated
be real.
strippers? Earl, you ever heard me say I dated strippers?
Hey, Earl ain't with you every day. So you have.
This got to be for the ratings.
Earl,
I
I
ain't
like
never
that
said it
response. I like that response, man. I like that response, man. For real.
No, I did take them. See, I don't even like strip club. I took about experience I had in college. When the girl was dancing on me and got a little odor in my clothes and I couldn't get it out. I shared that before. I'm like, I'm not even into the strip club.
Have you dated a stripper before?
I haven't.
You dated somebody and it was like, dig. You don't think you be on thirst mode?
Maybe on thirst mode.
Yeah, do you be on thirst mode?
I think at some point me
Okay,
and you get
we
dehydrated.
ain't
But I
say no
mean, but I ain't
men.
never.
We ain't say no men, we said you.
Thirst mode? Absolutely. Every man has some point. And
No,
I have.
no, stop
I mean, I have. I have been on thirst mode. Absolutely.
A lot.
Not a lot.
A lot.
So we're not gonna talk about his past. His woman may be watching. We don't respect her.
I'm like, this is
It's
bad.
hilarious we talk about this. It's hilarious we talk about this because I swear I was just thinking to myself today without in the shower. Have I ever been on Thursday? I swear to God I was. I swear to God I was. I promise to God. I was thinking the same thing at my mother's house about 3 hours ago. Like, have I ever been?
No, you should saw his face when I asked.
You know what I'm saying? So
no.
I was wondering, have I ever been in that? Ooh, I gotta have a ooh, she the one. Ooh, that. I can't really say that I have. Now I've been super excited about some women. I have, but
That's
I ain't
their
never.
smoke.
They never knew that.
Oh, okay.
They never knew that. See, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So
I was keeping this smooth.
hey, look, you got to. Again, this is 1,000 years ago. I met a girl at a mutual friend's house, and we were playing some game, and she liked my intellect. She was bad too. And she's like, man, we need to go out one day. I felt like I was 12 years old, you know what I'm saying? I had a chance with the babysitter, you know what I mean?
Who thinks like that?
Now we get somewhere, Earl. Now we get
at this, again, I was like 23, 24 years old, so that was 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being the case, like I said, when I said, okay, yeah, we can go out, blah, blah, blah. Again, I didn't have a pot to piss in, nor one to throw it out of money-wise, nothing. But I just wanted to go hang with her. When we went down to Chinatown, they was having some festival, everything, had a good time, this, that, third. She asked me if I wanted to get something to eat. I was like, no, I'm cool. I ate before we got down here. Hungry in the hostage, man. White in the corner in my mouth and everything, man. I was starving. I could have passed out.
Hungry in the hostage?
I was hungry in the hostage, man. Like I said, my father was like, son, get the white out the corner, man. Get the sandwich, man. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know, but I played it off. But this girl was bad. This girl was bad.
And hungry. Bad and hungry.
And I said, no, you go ahead and get yourself something. I'm good. You know, and in all honesty,